Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Royal Bettors. I'm Jaric alongside Jake Elder, and we got a 5-game Wednesday card in the NHL to break down for you guys. And I finally had my best day of the hockey season yesterday, Jake.
Yes, it was. That felt good for you. You were texting me a
Because
lot.
the props, to be honest. Were you working? I felt like you were working.
No, I was just busy.
Crazy. Yeah, yesterday was my first
No,
day
just
off
doing
to
stuff.
actually watch hockey in a while. That
Yeah, I
wasn't
didn't.
like a
Oh, I
weekend.
guess I watched the first and third period of the Colorado game.
It's like every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm always working till close, but it is what it is. So the props department yesterday, massive for me. We cashed Manjapani. We cashed, who else did I have? I'm probably going to have to go back and pull it up here. Ehlers goal scorer, Ehlers shot or point prop, and Forsberg and Hurdle. Those are the ones. Those all cashed.
And Meyer, right?
Oh, not Hurdle, Meyer. That's who it was. Yeah. See, why am I reaching here? I don't have my notes for who I picked yesterday.
Oh, good. I got you, man. I got you.
But Connor was the only one that missed in the anytime goal scorer department. 5-1 on the props. And then in the main card department, Forsberg to score was on that. First period over in Winnipeg and Anaheim missed. That was the first time that didn't hit all year. And then Minnesota, baby, the best bet comes through. Cam Talbot, the X Factor, man.
Yeah, I was totally in there with you. Like I said, I would have picked them if you didn't say it. But I took that under in the Predators game, and that was actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
That game went exactly how we thought it would have.
Yeah, Predators dominated pretty much. And
I was like, give me a game like that Dallas-Columbus 3-1, and sure enough, both goal scorer props cash too. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
perfect.
impressive, right? I don't know, what was the final score? Like
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1, and you got 2 of the goals from each team like that. Good for you, but I had the under, so that was not a worried one there. That hit, and that was nice, and I'm actually surprised. I actually put on Twitter my best bet record 6-9, but it's 6-8, which even better. So,
right,
pretty impressed with that. I wish that transferred over to my real record, but it's going all right.
Hey, we still got what, 7 months left of this? 8 months left.
It's gonna be a grind.
It's gonna be. They're only starting. All right, so let's get into a 5-game Wednesday card here in the NHL. Kicking things off in the nation's capital in the United States of America. Detroit Red Wings plus 165 road dogs taking on the Capitals minus 215. Over under at 6, shaded to the over. Now this is a line that's too big for me, but the Caps have been vulnerable defensively these last couple games against Calgary and Ottawa. They've put up a lot of good scoring chances. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit pots a couple. I do lean over in this one. But what I am going to do is, this is the only prop I'm going to give out early here on the show this time. Anthony Mantha to record a point and to score a goal versus his former team. They don't have the point odds up yet, but goal was about 280 or 285, 185 last I looked. It was last night. I didn't even look this morning. So it might be different now.
Yeah, that sounds very reasonable to me.
I mean, Mantha's been on a heater against his former team at home.
He's been hot. Do you know what's wrong with Verana?
He had surgery early, shoulder surgery. Yeah,
that's tough because he was like their best player going out of the season last year.
I know.
He was dropping
also, just because I forgot to mention it, wearing the Winnipeg hat today after that miraculous win they had over Anaheim.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that, or you
not paying? Unfortunately,
man, I did not. Ehlers had that. Did you see Ehlers tying goal? That short side shot that barely got in the net.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll DM it to you on Twitter, and then right after that,
of course, Zegras scores this game. Do you remember? Because they've played the Jets 3 times now, right?
Yep. Last time they'll play them.
That's kind of weird. But I remember saying that Zegras was going to score in the last Jets game, and they put up 5, and he didn't get 1. He got 1 this game. I didn't talk about it though. Dang. Well, yeah, you can send me that. Other than that, I went 3-3 on the day. I missed on the Avs money line, the under in the Devils Flames game, which I don't know. That game just seemed stupid.
It wasn't
Like,
for a disastrous first period. It was
right?
fine.
Exactly. That first period. Like, it was 4-1 basically the entire game. And then I'm like, all right, there's like 8 minutes left. I got a chance. Then goal, goal, goal. I was like, all right, well, that was over quick. And then my other thing that missed out, Devils money line. Yeah, Devils didn't show up. I don't think they should have played that backup twice, or not the backup, the rookie twice, 2 games in a row. No matter what way you look at it, you should just not. Even
That's
if
what
we
I'm
play,
saying, dude. You got to fade the backup goalie after he had that great start.
yeah,
Always.
it
Like, not like a consistent back, but like someone like that who's not exactly like a name around the league.
yeah, that. But I just don't understand the idea of starting him anyways. Like,
Yeah.
he
I
had a
don't
good
know.
game. He's a rookie. He's not meant to play multiple games, bang like back-to-back games basically. So
Yeah. All right. You got anything in the Washington game?
how did we get? Yeah, how did we get
Yeah.
back to
How
back
did
bets from Washington?
I
Or
don't know. You started
yesterday?
talking about it. I thought you were just recapping what you were doing, and then we're gonna talk about your picks. I didn't know
I
where you
totally
were going
forgot. Yeah,
with
you
it.
already went into Washington. Um,
People watching this are probably, what the hell is this guy talking
right. Well, so I definitely want to
about?
see who's in net for Washington
Right.
because if it's I don't know what I'm blanking on.
Vanacek.
Yeah, Vanacek's been struggling, right?
You know,
No, Vanacek. Wait, the hell? Yeah,
Jake's struggling.
Vanacek's been the better goalie of the two.
I don't know. Wasn't Vanacek in that part of the last two games? They haven't been good either way, so I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking for that over, probably, like you said.
Give me Mantha.
But man, give me Mantha now. Yeah, 6.5's a lot though. The Caps at home, I don't
You
know.
got 6.5? Dang, I saw 6.
6.5 plus 100. So
Crazy.
I don't know. I don't got much feels in this game. Yeah, over sounds good to me. I probably
Sounds like
won't
a
be betting.
pass.
Yeah, sounds like a pass. I don't know what I want to do with it.
All right, so Jake's gonna pass. I'm gonna bet Mantha to score and get a point. Boston and Florida now. Boston plus 110 road dogs. Florida minus 130 home favorites. Over under 6 shaded to the under. Now this is a wait and see for a goalie confirmation for me. If Spencer Knight starts for Florida, I think I'll pass. But if Bobrovsky starts for Florida, I'll take the Bruins money line plus 110 and the team total over 2.5 minus 120. Bobrovsky in his career against the Bruins is just awful. By far the worst against any team in the league. 3-7-2 with a 3.95 goals against and an 889 save percentage against Boston. I want no part of Florida with Bob and net. With the stuff going on with, Joel Quenneville, that's just a cherry on top. And why not to back Florida in this one? If he doesn't coach, I think the team, adjust to either one life without. They're going to have to adjust with new life without him, or they're going to have to, deal with a game or two without him behind the bench while he sorts everything out. And if he does coach, I don't know exactly where Joel's head's at. Maybe, he has a couple errors throughout the game. This just doesn't seem like a spot where everybody's going to be geared up for it for Florida. I might pass the Spencer Knights in that, but this one's Boston or pass for me.
Yeah, this is that game that scares me for Boston, or for the Florida to get their first loss to Boston.
Especially after kind of just like getting by Arizona.
I was gonna say, yeah, Spencer Knight didn't look too good, but then again, like, did they really take them very seriously? I feel like going into that game as a player, I wouldn't be all like, "Oh shoot, we got to get ready for this game" type thing. Like,
Yotes are in town. Uh-oh.
yeah, like I feel like they just took him lightly, but I feel like Spencer Knight should still be able to play better than he did, and to allow 3 goals in a closer game like that. And then,
Yeah.
Boston, they have the perfection line, and that's always a scary thing to play against. And I don't know how Spencer Knight will do against that.
Best line in hockey, I think, so far.
Yeah, no, every time I think about it, I'm like you look at for like HUD on NHL, like you build a lineup, and I'm like, oh, Crosby, Pasternak, and whoever's on the wing, whatever. Like, I'm like, oh, that's a good first line, and I'm like, but Boston has the best first line. Like Boston,
Then
Marchand, and
Colorado, yeah,
Bergeron. Like it doesn't get better than that. But can't afford them on DFS, so
literally.
But
All right, so where are you
overall,
leaning
yeah,
here?
Boston. I don't, yeah, because I don't got a feel on the total either. This is gonna be a tough day. It's very small card. I don't got a feeling at this game because I don't think Boston has a defense either. Like I said, I bet San Jose a few days ago. They had one goal with 6 minutes left, 8 minutes left, and they scored two. Like Boston's defense isn't all there, so I think Florida gets goals and I think Boston gets goals. So I lean over, but yeah, I actually probably will bet it depending on where it's at. Let's see.
All right, so
Yeah,
Jake thinking about
5.5.
the over here. You got 5.5. Oh yeah, I mean obviously I go for 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5 minus
That's sick.
118. Sounds golden to me. But I might want to wait and do live because I feel like that first period might not start off too hot.
Or just bang Bobrovsky's in that. It's just 3-0
Right?
Boston.
No, Alex on Twitter, yeah. So his tweet was, he's like, I didn't even have time to bet the live over for
Yep, I saw that.
what game was that? Was it Vegas?
The Vegas, yep.
Yeah, because Vegas got that. Yeah, like 2 goals. Well, I mean, they had 1 goal pretty quick. But yeah, I was watching. I'm like, I'm gonna bet the live over too because it was like minus 180 to over 2 goals in the first period, and I'm watching it tick down. It gets like minus 150. I'm like, maybe, and then they scored.
Seattle right off the bat too got on the board.
Yeah, Matt, I didn't bet that one. I usually go with them at home too.
Yanni Gord had that one set and didn't bet it.
I did say Yanni Gord didn't bet that one either. Yeah. But
I keep yawning here. This is a problem. All right, Toronto, Chicago. Toronto minus 190 road favorites at Chicago plus 160 home dogs. Over under 6 shaded over. Honestly, this is a tough one. I mean, not a fan of the way either teams are playing right now, obviously. Hawks have so much going on within their organization. It's a mess. No Tays and Kane right now. I would want to take Leafs puck line, but they haven't exactly played great either. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. I may fade the Hawks here, though, in the team total department because the Leafs, apart from that 2-game debacle, I mean, they've on Friday and Saturday, they've been locked down defensively, and they haven't allowed much. So the Hawks really haven't generated anything themselves. I mean, Kubalik's still going strong. I mean, I just don't really see much I like out of the Hawks still 5-on-5. I mean, they are Toronto, and they're both in the bottom 6 of the league in goals forward. I mean, they barely average 2 goals a game. Toronto doesn't even average 2 goals a game. I mean, this could definitely be an under here, but I also get scared because Toronto, I mean, they could be pissed off and want to run away with this one with a dysfunctional Hawks team and organization, especially with no 19 and 88 on the ice. I mean, if both teams were
apparently Tays might play, but Kane's not playing.
Yeah. Still okay. Well, if Tays plays, I really like Kubalik then.
Yeah, just in the lineups, he's in there, and then Kane's out, but we'll see what happens. But yeah,
So, I mean, honestly, nothing really much here.
Yeah, like I totally agree with what you were talking about with Maple Leafs having that lockdown defense, but I mean, not counting last game because I think the game before, dude. Yeah, see, they've just been. I thought they had good defense too the first few games, but they're on a 3-game losing streak right now.
Yeah, I don't care about the San Jose and Pittsburgh games.
Yeah, why not?
Because the San Jose game, Hutchinson was in net, and that's not going to apply to any of the defensive stats because that's all I'm going to think Campbell when Campbell's in net. Like, I'm going to think that's with my starting goaltender in net. And the other thing is they ran a back-to-back going into the United States for the first time, and they got in Pittsburgh super late that night because they got stuck in customs traveling across the border.
Man.
So I just think that back-to-back was kind of fucked.
Makes sense. Yeah, fade Chicago for now.
Sadly.
I'm
disappointed too because this was a game betting wise. I was super excited for at the start of the season because these games between Toronto and Chicago are always bananas. Always. I was thinking way over, both teams fully healthy. Like, this is going to be a fun game. And now I'm like, I don't even care for it.
Yeah, it is. It's annoying. Like, why is this happening? The Hawks are the same team they were last year, but you replaced. I mean, Crawford wasn't there last year, obviously, but you go get yourself a starting goalie in Marc-Andre Fleury. You replace Keith with Jones, and Tays comes back.
And you bring in McCabe.
Yeah, looking at all that adding up, we're a better team than last year. We played so good last year. And for what we were worth, we played really good because me and you had the lowest expectations of anybody, thinking they're literally gonna win, 20 games. Well, in that
I
season,
literally thought they were going to be the worst team in the NHL.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be worse than Ottawa and Detroit.
And Kane played an MVP worthy season. Should have won. Low key.
And Columbus, I don't even know what went wrong in that organization that season.
Yeah, they fell
That
apart.
was bad.
But so this year, with the expectations higher, and now they're just
talk real quick. I'll be right back.
They're completely disappointing, and like for fan wise and just like period, they are the worst team in the league right now. Then no question. So it's just hard to watch them, and for that reason, I would want Toronto, but minus 190 can't be better than that. And I couldn't tell you. It's got to go over, but I won't. Like I said, today's a weird day for me. I don't know.
I got some better value in this game we'll talk about later. You can figure out what that is.
Yeah. I can't feel.
I might bet that Hawks team total under, though. It's minus 105. Under 2.5.
Oh. Yeah.
I just don't see him scoring 3 on Campbell. I don't know.
Fair. It feels very reasonable. And yeah, with all this stuff going on. Yeah, like
especially if no Tays and Kane as well.
Yeah.
I know Tays might play, but all right. So Toronto and Chicago, I'm leaning towards the team total under. Jake just doesn't want to bet Toronto minus 190, and I don't blame him. I mean, you could look at regulation or the puck line, but I just don't know. They're not doing much themselves. They can't put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, the regulation line probably is a good look, but I don't know. Now that they're minus 200 on here, I guess that's.
These teams have gone to overtime the last few times they played in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. I remember Nylander scored a penalty shot winner, and then we had that crazy 7-6 game the last time. So last 2 times in Chicago, the game went to overtime. And that's just me going off the top of my head, but I'll tell you right now, that's factual.
Factual.
All right, Vegas and Dallas. Vegas plus 125 road dogs on the back-to-back. Dallas minus 150 home favorites. 110 both ways on the over/under 5.5. I think we're going to see Laurent Brossoit for the first time in Vegas tonight, and I would expect Holt before the Stars. Now, like I said, back-to-back here for the Knights. They won last night at Colorado. Dallas hasn't given me any reason for me to ever want to back them so far this season. But I have this awful feeling that Brossoit, his debut for Vegas is going to be bad. Like, and he's been good. Like, I like Brossoit, but just something tells me here. He's never played Dallas yet. Dallas needs to find a way to get going here in the offensive department. I'm just hesitant here. Something tells me that he's going to get smoked. It just sits in the back of my head the wrong way.
So I totally agree there. At first glance, I'm thinking Dallas here, but
I'm not betting it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm just saying. I just have a bad feeling he gets smoked.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to ever back Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know. You've been saying that, and I don't know. I mean, every single game they've played has gone under. Every single one.
I know.
And how
I had that feeling with Stolars, and he gave up 6. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
True, but the way the Stars play is, like I said, the shots are always very lopsided. The other team will get way more shots than Dallas, but Dallas gets effective shots, and that's how they win their games. Is they have 25 shots, but 15 of them are scoring chances, and then the other team has 40, and they only have 10 scoring chances. It doesn't really add up. It makes sense of how you play hockey like that, right? So with that being said, the Stars getting effective chances, but Vegas is one of the best teams on transition, but they're also without Pacioretty and Stone. But they still are one of the fastest transitioning teams. And once again, I don't know where to go. If we get Brossoit, then I would definitely lean Dallas. But I mean, Dallas is a minus 150 favorites. That's
Okay, well,
huge.
yeah, see, I don't want to completely shoot down your Dallas theory, but Dallas is the worst team in terms of shot production that we've talked about today. That's going to be playing
Yeah,
today.
I know.
I
But
thought you
that's
said
what I said. I said they get 20 shots. They always are very lopsided. They get 20 and the other team gets
Oh,
40.
I thought you said they get. Okay, I thought you said they get 40. I swear that's what you said. Okay, never
No.
mind.
Dallas will get
Yeah,
20 shots. They have the better, I guess, scoring chances because they end up winning the games with half the shots the other team. Like every single game, they are outshot.
yeah, okay. I just misheard that. For some reason, I thought you said that they get a lot more shots.
Like
So I
this
was like, you
Kings
sure about
overtime
that?
game, Holtby had 43 saves.
Yeah, I
Meanwhile, Jonathan
know.
Quick had 23. Like that's most of their games are very shot lopsided. Like Pittsburgh one was pretty even there, but it's just Dallas seems to just play very conservative, I feel. And I feel like conservative won't work against Vegas. That's just my thought process on it. And they're playing back to back, so yeah, Brossois probably should be in that, which makes me want to fade them away. So once again, I don't got a feel on this game either.
All right, so Jake's passing on Dallas and Vegas. I might. No, I'm not going to take anything here. Bro, I'm going to say Brossois gets smoked, though. It'll be a pass from me. One last game here on this 5-game Wednesday card. The Philadelphia Flyers heading out west for their first road game of the entire season. They're plus 145 road dogs taking on the Oilers, minus 165 home favorites. Over under 6.5 shaded over. Like I said, Philly's heading out on the road for the first time this season. It's a longer trip. They take on an Oilers team that has yet to lose a game. They're a perfect 5-0-0. No Mike Smith, but he may return by the weekend. So that means Mikko Koskinen will get his third straight start in net for the Oilers. Maybe fourth. Might have that number skewed. He hasn't been awful for them, and his numbers against the Flyers are good. Just 2 games, but he has a dead even 2.00 goals against compared to Hart, who's going to be Philly's starter tonight. In his 2 games against the Oilers, he has a 4.7 goals against. So just looking at this, like there's a goaltending discrepancy. Like you can't look too into that to an extent, but with the way the Oilers are playing and the Flyers heading out on the road for the first time, I was here thinking to myself, the Flyers are going to have dead legs here early on. I don't think the Flyers are going to show up at all in this one.
All right, so I got 2 things. I haven't looked at any lines, but I go, if there was in my head, I was like, if this is a game or if there's any game, it's going to have an over 7 here because this over looks too believable to be true. The Flyers have no defense right
Is there a
now.
boost on it? I feel like there's
Ryan,
a boost on this.
I don't know.
Nowhere?
Ryan Ellis is out tonight. I'm pretty sure I read that. So, am I right?
I don't know.
Did you read that?
I didn't read that. I'll look.
So Ryan Ellis is out, and the team both are just scoring monsters. So yeah, Ryan Ellis day to day, but I'm pretty sure they announced him out, not playing Thursday or Wednesday, whatever it is. So I think this game skyrockets over. But you look at that fact of that it's Philly's first time traveling, but Edmonton's been off for what 4 or 5 days, like not 4
Since
days.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah, so for 3 whole days plus today, I mean, they might come out different too, like off that break, and I feel like they just aren't good. I don't have any actual memories of it, but I don't feel like they're good off a break. I feel like there was time last season where they had a few days off and they came off slow.
What does worry me is they allow the most shots in the NHL. So,
and the Flyers have Cam Atkinson, so
right? But I don't know.
It's over 7 plus 112 on FanDuel.
This just seems too simple to get an over here. Like that's one of those things I just never would. I don't know.
Dude, today's card's hard, dude. Am I gonna have a best bet?
I like the Oilers in regulation in this one, if I'm gonna be honest. Plus 105.
It looks all right.
This is the most speed they're gonna face. They haven't faced anybody this fast. What, Vancouver maybe?
Who, Philly?
Yeah, I mean Florida's pretty fast. They lost 4-2 to them.
All right, but totally off topic. Bears Pro Bowl pass rusher Khalil Mack is not expected to play this week and put on IR for 3 weeks.
Beautiful.
So just keep destroying Chicago teams, man. Just can't get any better.
All I'm saying is, nobody's gonna see this as a Bears fan, but if you like the pick, don't bitch about not having one this April. Do not.
What do you?
Because I told everybody the moment we drafted Fields, everybody's gonna be so upset next April when we don't have a top 10 pick and the Giants are getting their stud player.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so funny in Chicago, and then Fields isn't even gonna work out here.
The coaching wise, they want to be stuck in the middle. They don't want to tank, and they don't want to. They can't.
They want to win. They just have no fucking idea how to.
Yeah.
Ryan Pace had the same exact process with drafting this whole team that he did with drafting the 2018 team exactly, and this has not worked out.
He
never had to worry about drafting a fucking quarterback in New Orleans, man. He had Drew Brees all the time. He has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't understand how they just continue to have a job and be all safe like that. But
2 players have re-signed on offense that he's drafted. That's fireable. That's awful. He's been here 6-7 years. All right, man. Anyways, back to Philly and Edmonton. I think the goaltending's going to favor Edmonton here. I mean, they do allow a boatload of shots. I mean, maybe look at an over-save prop for Koskinen. But I think Philly's going to be slow in this one, to be honest. I think they're going to come out and just kind of – I think them and Vegas might have a rough night. I think this could be kind of like a shitty night in the NHL in terms of competitiveness.
Yeah, that's why I don't know which way to go. I don't know. I feel like Vegas actually, I don't know what I was talking about with Vegas transition game, but that's with Stone and Pacioretty, so I don't know how that's going to look. But, I mean, they did it against Colorado yesterday, but once again, Colorado can't find themselves like a shape.
They can't defend for anything. Did you see that shorthanded goal they gave up? McCarr terrible in the offensive end. Like, I don't even think that counts towards plus minus. I think it does because Colorado had 5 guys on the ice.
I don't know, but he got a goal.
Yeah, I know. I was laughing about that.
Anything.
All right, so I'm going to take the Oilers in regulation plus 105. Jake's, I don't know where he's taking. He's talking about the over.
I don't know where I'm at, man.
Both teams to score, period 1.
No. I don't know.
Don't like it, don't bet it is what I'm hearing.
I'm really lost today. I don't want to force a bet either.
Don't do it.
Well, what's your best bet going to be?
Well, we'll get to that after props and DFS.
Oh, okay. Yep, we'll do props.
Do you have any props, or am I just going to kind of go right out of here?
I just want to say something. They say Allmark is starting.
Yeah, I heard that last night. I forgot to mention that. I didn't even mention who, because they said Swayman 2 nights ago, but then they switched it to Allmark.
Yeah, it says he's playing. I don't really like that.
I don't know. I'm okay with both guys.
Yeah, I guess they're both fine. Allmark's been playing really good, so.
Yep. All right, we'll stay in that Bruins game real quick to kick off props. I like Bergeron to score a goal. He got 50 points in 58 games versus the Florida Panthers. That, for me, is like, all right. He's got 25 goals against him. I mean, that's almost a point per game in terms of 50 points in 58 games. If Bobrovsky's in net, man, I think he's definitely in on the score sheet.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Probably be in my lineup. Like I said, that perfection line is just, you got to have somebody in that line because one of them's getting points. You just got to hope you get that.
Literally.
You get the rest of it.
I'm going to be honest. I went through every player on this Bruins lineup, and he had the best numbers against Florida. So I was like, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was curious. I was like, if Bobrovsky's in that, who's going to be the one to torture him? Because this team's been a house of horrors for him. All right, another one I like is Jesse Puljujarvi, anytime goal scorer. He's on a 5-game point streak, and he's against a Flyer team that I think is going to be flat-footed. Hart's numbers aren't that great against this bunch, and of course, Puljujarvi's playing with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman.
Yeah, I actually like Hyman tonight.
I was going to put Hyman, and I picked Puljujarvi, so I mean, bet both of them.
I like Hyman. Just, I don't know. Hyman's that dude who gets in the goalie. Like he just pisses off the goalie, and I feel like Carter Hart's easily pissed off. So I feel like he'll be up there, right by the goal, doing something to Carter Hart and maybe snag a goal. Actually, he might be the one that I bet anytime goal scorer. Is that what you're betting him as, or Pulley RV as?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might bet. I'm probably gonna throw someone Hyman, but he is in my lineup as well, as I made like 30 minutes ago.
All right. Keep on going here. Michael Bunting for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's bumped up to the top line with Matthews, and the Hawks are bound to give up chances. I forgot to write the odds down for these. I'm so sorry because I wrote them all last night, the guys I wanted to pick, and I woke up like 15 minutes before we went live and just kind of wrote out the new odds on the game lines, not the prop odds. So the odds will be out on my Twitter. But Michael Bunting, anytime goal scorer. And then in that same, I'm going to just finish off that game real quick because I got two more. Nylander, anytime goal scorer. He's got 6 goals and 3 assists in this 5 or 6 career games versus the Blackhawks. And then Kubalik, I've been riding him all year. He's got 2 goals in 2 games versus the Leafs. So,
Man, dude, that's my what the hell. I have Nylander. Like before the show, like at like literally 8:50, I was making a lineup, and I have Mantha, Hyman, and Nylander, Bergeron, Couturier. I know you didn't talk about Couturier, but those are the guys I put in my lineup, and you're like telling me all these things. I'm like, dang, like I just put them in.
right?
I'm like, I'm feeling them this game type
You
thing.
could probably figure out who my other center than Couturier ended up being.
I honestly probably can't.
Wow.
Should I know?
Yeah, I've been talking about him a lot on this show.
Yeah, nope, no idea.
Yeah, his name's Kuznetsov. That's pretty good.
I was looking at him too. And I almost just put him. I could afford him for my utility, and I almost put him in there, but I chose William Nylander. So, because Billy Knees is scoring, as Brian would say, if he was here.
Oh my god! I just realized I forgot to write down my utility man when I put for DFS. So I'm gonna have to go back and look who I put.
All right.
So
So
hopefully it doesn't
the
kick
odds
me out.
boost for FanDuel is Capitals, Leafs, and Panthers all to win. Now FanDuel odds boost, they hit 24/7, but
This one seems like a big trap.
yeah, Caps, Leafs at plus 352.
I could see the Caps and Panthers both losing.
Yep. Yeah. So that's a fade the boost. That's why I'm not betting today, dude. It is the favorites are not the favorites in my opinion.
All right, so I'm gonna touch on this DFS lineup real quick before we get the best bets. My thing's
Hold
still
on.
loading in. Hello?
Yep, I'll talk. Don't worry. The odds boost for I really like your black screen right now.
I'm looking at I'm in the StreamYard.
You're a black screen man.
Turn my camera off and turn it back on. All right,
There
we go.
The odds boost for DraftKings is Flyers to score 4+ goals.
Yup. Koskinen's got the numbers against Philly. Fade the boost all day. DraftKings tries to fuck you. I'm telling you, they
don't care, bro.
They gotta win it 20% on their boost, dude. I swear.
Their odds boosts are awful.
So DFS, Bergeron, Kuznetsov for my centers, Bunting, Mantha, Nylander are my wingers, Orlov and Sider my defensemen. Kind of funky. Why did my camera go away? I'm back again. All right. Sider's been around 10 points a game, but he hasn't really scored points-wise. But he gets shots and block shots. And against the Caps team that's just going to be flinging stuff at the net, I like Sider there. Then Orlov, he's a cheap option that hasn't been bad lately. He's gotten on the score sheet a couple times, net in goal department. But this also just seems like a sneaky play against Detroit to where he could get in behind the defense somehow and score. It's just one of them weird damn feelings I have where Orlov against Detroit just feels right. And then I got Koskinen in goal, as I mentioned his numbers against Philly. This kind of goes back to what I did with Talbot yesterday. And then Kubalik is my utility man that I had to go back and look for. His numbers against Toronto are good, and if Taves plays, I like him even more. Especially the Hawks seem to score on the power play, and he's going to be your best option if Kane's not there.
Yeah. For me, I'm on a standstill with my last guy here.
Oof.
I just switched out Couturier after seeing that. I don't know, just bad feeling. Not gonna take it. But Bergeron, I got center. Hyman, Mantha, wing, and then I went back to back with Florida defensemen. I don't know why. Radko Gudas is a go-to for
I
me.
almost put him in there.
At 2,700, he's gonna get you hits and block shots for sure. And if he
Isn't
can manage
Orlov
to get
around there though? Because that's where I think I decided Orlov, unless I change someone out and then put Orlov in there. I don't know.
I don't see Orlov. He's got to be he's 4,100.
Crazy.
But so I got Ekblad and Gudis in there. I think I pick Gudis every day. I don't every day he's playing because why not? I have Holtby at net just for the fact of, like I said, Dallas gives up shots, but I think they win today. So I'm gonna stick with Holtby in that there. And I'm still looking at who I'm gonna pick for the rest of my guys here. Maybe that's it for me.
All right. So before we get to best bets, again, we want you to all follow us on Twitter at Royal Bettors, at Jaric_rubel11, at JakeElder19. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, comment, just interact with us. We want to grow this sucker as the hockey season progresses. Now, best bets, we've kind of started to come on here in the best bet department. So as we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and just say straight up here, I want to make it Bruins team total over 2.5, but the fact that we don't have a goalie confirmation makes me say we're going to do Oilers in regulation.
I think I'm just gonna have to sit this one out. I don't.
You don't got anything?
I mean, I don't want to just say a best bet. I have not bet anything today yet.
That's fine.
I lean Oilers first period. I lean Dallas money line. And I lean Bruins. Should I just go for it and take the Bruins money line?
Dude, I think it's a good spot for him, even if Q's, there and Knight's in that. I don't know. I still like Boston tonight.
Yeah, so do I.
Florida's got to lose at some point here. These teams are going to start losing here at some point.
Yeah.
This is the most teams that we've ever seen start off 5-0 at one point. So, I mean, I'm sure a few of them are going to start dropping here.
But their center depth is awful. Foligno and Craig Smith day-to-day. Are they going to play? Yeah, I'm probably just going to – I don't think I'm going to do a best bet today. I don't got a feel on these games, especially even after talking about them. I don't like anything. Here, I'll say this. I'll just take it. I mean, you have Oilers – what'd you say, Oilers regulation?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only bet that I am literally making that I feel confident right now is the Oilers first period.
Tie no bet, or is it?
Nah, straight up just first period. But do I really want to take that? That's the thing. I don't know. I haven't made a bet today, so if I haven't made a bet, I don't want to say a best bet. If that's fair enough.
I think that's fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah, I'm just checking the Flyers in the first period, how they do.
All right, well, if Jake ends up coming up with something else, he'll let us know before we go off the air. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into this Wednesday edition of Royal Bettors. We will be live. Okay, that looks no sir to me. No good in the first period.
They've done very good in the first period.
Yeah, I know they have. Remember, I told you, besides the Florida game, they were 6 goals, 4 and 1 allowed.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet the Oilers regulation with you. That's for sure. But
all right,
I won't say a best bet. I think the Oilers do win today.
All right, kind of stopped confusing wrap-up sounds, but all right. Thanks all for watching. We appreciate it. We'll be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. for a Thursday edition, I should say, of Royal Bettors. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in who's watched us live. If you've made it this far as a video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Follow the Twitters. We'd appreciate it. Cash some
Yeah.
tickets, make some money. We'll catch you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Take care, everyone.
Yeah, real quick overall, I know you said
Oh.
you little outro. I think I'm going with, after looking at that Edmonton first period, I'm gonna go with both teams to score. I'm gonna make my best bet. It's gonna be my one play on the card.
All right.
If it hits, it hits. If not, but
It
yeah,
is what it is. I think that's a good bet.
yeah, I'm gonna put that on my card. Flyers have done good in the first period. Like we said, the Flyers are first away game. Oilers have been off for like 4 days, 3 days. So it'll be an indifferent first period. It's either gonna be 0-0 or a lot of goals, I feel. I'm going to go with obviously the one that pays better and more likely, in my opinion. So, yep, my
All right.
best bet will be Flyers in Edmonton. Again,
I will
his outro. And
tweet my card when Panthers confirm goalie, I think. I hope that doesn't take a while. But yeah, that's the deal. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. Take care. Cash some tickets. Make